Hey everyone, welcome to my POPART zombie tutorial. This is my entry to BH Cosmetics contest, so make sure to check me out on Instagram if you like what I came up with, since every like counts as a vote. So for this video, I'm going to use mostly BH Cosmetics since I just recently got them in the mail and I was really excited about them, and also I sketched out a design before starting, but you really don't have to. And if you enter this contest as well, make sure to let me know in the comments so I can go on Instagram and like your pic too. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to use Take Me to Brazil and the Modern Mattes palettes since they are the most colorful ones. I'm just going to put my hair back with what may or may not be underwear. For some reason, I don't own headbands. Yeah, fun facts. So taking the smallest brush in this set and the Sally Hansen blush, I'm going to sketch the design onto my face, but you can always use white eyeliner, that'll be a lot easier. But you want to make sure that it's not so dark that it'll mix in with the white that we're going to put on our face later. For the neck, I just decided to put some goo all over it. I didn't really think too much about it. I wanted the face to be the main focus. Using a brush that I've had for so long and the Mohr Paradise makeup in white, and the two blue colors in the Take Me to Brazil palette, I mixed them all together and I created this light blue face paint. It looks kind of white with me putting it on right now, but it actually dries, and when you pat it down with a sponge it becomes more blue. And you can see that I'm not filling in the spaces that I drew on with the blue because I want to fill those up with white so that the eyeshadow colors that I put on later will come up more vibrant. Now going in with a makeup sponge, I'm just going to pat that white face paint so that I don't have those brush strokes from the brush that I used. And this will just help make it look a lot smoother and prettier and more natural, even though it's not really a natural color. So yeah, I painted my whole face. Okay, alright. Taking that flat brush and just the white this time, I'm gonna fill in the empty spots that we didn't paint before. And for this part, you really want to be more precise and less messy with it, since this is where the color is gonna go down. So you're pretty much putting on the design before the color, if that makes sense. Using this fluffy brush and the two pinks from both palettes, I'm just going to use both of those colors and mix it together to create my pink little brain. Using this smaller brush, I'm going to go in with the greens in both palettes, and I'm going to use that to create the goo on my face. I'm going to use the same color combination for the goo all over my face. Using the purples from the Take Me to Brazil palette, I'm gonna use that to fill in the patches that I have on my face and to put it under one of my eyes to make it look kind of bruisey. And I also decided to put some yellow right under the purple because it looked more realistic, I guess, even though pop art shouldn't be realistic. But yeah, I also took a darker purple to make it look like I have bags, if you can tell. But yeah, you can use whatever colors you want or have, and it should end up pretty cool. So I'm going to take this orange and just going to put it under my other eye, but not all the way through because I want to fill in the rest of it with green so that I can have more goo on my face because, I don't know, apparently I'm a gooey zombie. Yeah, I was just trying to blow out the fallout there. And for my mouth, obviously it's going to be red because that's usually what the inside of a mouth looks like. I'd be worried if your mouth insides aren't that color. But anyways, moving on. I just left that spot white there because that's the color that I want it to be. And using the black Mohr paint and a small brush that I got from the art store, I'm just gonna line my face, and I'm basically outlining everything that I drew on right here. So it's pretty simple. And for the brain, I just did a bunch of squigglies. I really didn't know what a brain looked like, but I thought that that would make sense, so I went ahead and did that. And yeah, so you're just gonna outline, add some details. I filled in my brows with the black too, but you can do whatever you want with your brows. For the bruised eye, I also added some lines because I noticed people do that and I thought it looked really cool. And I forgot to put my lip color on. So I'm gonna use the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. And for my lips, I actually changed my mind like 10 million times, and it was just so hard to finally come up with a color that I liked. But yeah, I overlined them like crazy because I wanted them to be exaggerated. And I put down this color, it's the color Berlin. I wasn't really happy with it, so I put the darker color, which I think is called Bauhaus? I'm not sure. I put that over it and I started outlining my lips, and when I saw it, I wasn't so happy with it. So I ended up changing a lot. And also I'm just adding little lines around everything to make it look more, I don't know, like pop arty, I guess. And I feel like that really makes the look much cooler. If you keep it simple, I find it could look nice too, but if you add those little details, it looks awesome. So yeah, you can see in the lips here, I'm adding this black in the middle. I really don't know what I was doing there, but that's not going to be there in the end. So I'm also outlining my lids because I'm going to put shadows over that, but you'll see that later. And you can see I changed my lip color. I made it darker. So going in with the blue shadows that I mixed with the white face paint for my face, I'm just going to use those to create some shading and make everything look nice and pretty. Also, I forgot to mention that I drew on a nose. I don't know why I didn't do that on camera, but it's there. So it's basically like a basic skull nose that you would draw. And throughout this whole process, I made a lot of mistakes that I wasn't really happy with, and basically I just went over it with some white face paint. And yeah, that's one of the mistakes I made. And I thought maybe my finger would wipe that off, but obviously it didn't. So I went over it with some white face paint. It's so easy to remove. That's the fun thing about makeup. You just take the makeup and fix anything that you may have ruined. So I'm just going in with the black shadows again and just creating more shadows to make things look cool. Inside the patches too, I like to put some black in the corners to make it look more like an actual hole. But anyway. Now I'm going in with the white face paint to add some highlight to my face. For this, you really have to study. If you're not used to this, just study like a picture, a pop art picture, and then see where people put their shadows and the highlights, just so you can get an idea of where you should put them. Because it's kind of hard to explain. Or maybe I'm just really bad at explaining. But anyway. Taking the NYC eyeliner, I love this. It's so cheap, but it's so good. It's my favorite eyeliner. I'm just gonna create a normal cat eye, but you can really do anything with your eye makeup. And just this whole look in general, I'm just showing you how I did it, but you can do so many different things with this, and I love it. Pop art zombies are so cool. There's so many on YouTube, and each one is just amazing. So using the black shadow again, I'm just going to put that underneath my eye to make it nice and dark. So I ended up adding a lot more detail to my face off camera again, sorry, but I basically added a lot of random dots on my cheekbones, under my cheekbones, and in some patches, and I also added some blush to look more flirty, and I put on some lashes, and I finally changed the lips to a light purple color, and I achieved that by mixing the white face paint with the dark lip I already had on. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial, and again, you can vote for my Halloween look by liking my pic on Instagram at KingKoi if you'd like to. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give my video a like and subscribe to my channel. I was also really happy with these BH products that I purchased. It's amazing quality, especially for the price, and they don't test on animals and have vegan products, which is always amazing. And as you can tell, I really love that palette. So yeah, thank you to anyone who is watching. Hopefully I will see everyone in my next video. Bye!